Hello everyone, my name is Fernando from the Getting Ready for Japan channel, and today's episode will be about the 7 steps to learning Japanese. So my friends at Instagram Live asked me several times to make videos about how to learn Japanese, what did I do to learn Japanese, and what would be the best way to learn Japanese effectively. Okay, so let's get started with what those 7 steps are. The very first step would be hiragana. Hiragana is the first alphabet that it's not really an alphabet, but it's the first writing system that Japanese children learn. Okay, and for a long time, Japanese children may know hiragana only, so don't feel discouraged. It is the most essential of the writing forms, and if you don't know how to read this one, you shouldn't be looking at the other ones into the future. Hiragana is used for words that do not have kanji, like arigatou gozaimasu, okay? And you can still use the furigana on top of kanjis with the hiragana. So hiragana is the most important one, it's the first one. Focus only on that one for now, okay? Okay, so now we'll move on to step 2. Step 2 will be daily vocabulary. Words that you would use in a day-to-day situation. Words that you need to use. Eat, taberu, nomu, drink, okay, meet, ao, okay. These kind of words will help you with people you don't know. You can even say it to a child. You can get your point across for something that you might need, such as food, okay. So think to yourself what kind of words you would need in a day-to-day situation. Write them down, and those are the kind of words that you should be really focusing on. And those ones you can start writing them in hiragana. That was step 1. Step 3, key phrases. What are key phrases, you may be wondering? Well, expressions that you might need to use on a day-to-day basis, and they will kind of help you out. Phrases like arigatou gozaimasu, thank you, sumimasen, excuse me, or sorry. And these kind of words, okay? Words that you would use to greet people, to say sorry, to say thank you, or to get out of a sticky situation. These are the kind of phrases that you will be using most of the time, so try to memorize them, and again, using hiragana. Step 4, you should start to learn about the grammar, okay? Basically, to begin with, the grammar always ends with a verb. Okay, so the verb is at the very end, and it will tell you if it's past tense or present tense. There is no future tense. So when you start to construct using the subject, object, verb, sentence structure, this is the one that you should be focusing on first. Okay, so understanding the grammar, at least the beginning part of it. Remember, grammar starts off early, but you'll also be studying it at the very end too. But after you got your key phrases, after you understand your hiragana, let's work on your grammar. Step 5, learn katakana. Katakana has the same amount of characters as hiragana. Some of them are extremely similar to each other, and katakana is used for foreign people's names, like mine, Fernando, okay, and for things that come from abroad, or even ideas or concepts that come from abroad. So chocoreto means chocolate. So then memorize the pattern also. Chocoreto, right, has a small tsu, which makes it long at the T part. So you memorize the katakana, will also help you pronounce those words. Many of the words come from English, but like arubaito comes from German. So not always does it come from English. Pan also comes from Spanish and Portuguese. Okay, so try to memorize this one. This one should be next. It will take you some time to memorize the difference between tsu and shi, for example, but this is a crucial next step, okay? Okay, step number 6, how to introduce yourself and how to start using keigo. Now, keigo is polite Japanese. There are more polite versions of Japanese, like sonkeigo, but don't worry about this, because keigo is enough to get by pretty much every situation you'll ever encounter. If you use keigo, nobody would get mad, okay? So keigo is polite, it gets the point across, and that is the form that uses des, okay, and mas. So if you use des at the end, it will be keigo, and then you can get used to saying things like Watashi wa Fernando desu. Okay, I am Fernando. Okay, using this form of keigo and getting comfortable with it should be the first step before you think about using the plain speak. Okay, speaking casually with friends, because remember, even if you use keigo in front of Japanese friends, it's not bad, but the opposite can be bad. So learn keigo first and then worry about how to speak casually and more freely. Okay, and the final step towards the basic part of learning Japanese would be step 7. Now that you've introduced yourself, you understand keigo, you understand a little bit about Japanese grammar, at the very least present tense, past tense, how to say you want something. You understand how to make key phrases and expressions. You have a good vocabulary and you know hiragana and katakana. Now that you've done all of that, now you can move on to kanji, okay? So before getting into the kanji, do the basic parts first, otherwise it's extremely confusing and you're working backwards. So kanji will be the last step of basic Japanese. You will be studying kanji until you are basically a master of Japanese, so don't worry too much, don't accelerate too quickly. Take your time, kanji is the 7th step. So thank you guys very much for watching up until this point. Once you are confident enough with your Japanese that you feel like you need a test or a challenge, we have these books help you out with the level 3 and level 2 for the JLPT. That it should be like the mecca of Japanese learning. So that starts with the level 5, 4, 3, 2, and then finally 1. So good luck with your learning. Thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Do you want to see more about the learning Japanese and what exactly I did? What would interest you? Thank you very much for watching once again, and take care. Bye bye.